Besides being a heavy fat, you'll end up causing more of a craving. And the problem is with the nuts is because of the phytic acid and other ingredients in them, they don't really satisfy you. They actually want you to have more and more and more. So ideally, I think the best thing would be like having a piece of cheese that is a little bit high in fat. And that would be the best thing to do. I sent you a message about Hashimoto and Epstein-Barr. Yeah, guys, when you send me a message, sometimes I'm not going to be able to respond like right away the same day. Keep in mind, I have a lot of patients that I have to look after. And some of my patients that email me, they're actually my first priority. So if you guys send me a message through TikTok or any other social media, sometimes it's hard for me to respond, ASAP, because I get a lot of customers, a lot of patients, a lot of viewers. They say, hey, where's my answer? It's been like more than a day. Sometimes I can't keep up, guys, to kind of answer everybody, right? But if you really want like a fast answer, of course, book a time with me, then we can actually have a consultation. But my patience comes first on the list. So whoever had a consultation with me and they ask me questions and stuff, I have to respond to them as my first priority. So that's why I am a little bit delayed on responding to everybody. For example, yesterday after the chat, I had 32 messages from the chat. So I haven't had a chance to respond to all of them yet. And the problem is with TikTok, I can't really respond to each one of them because sometimes they get blocked. So I have to kind of pick and choose how I'm going to respond without kind of giving too much information so I don't get blocked. Jose, what do you think about OMAD? OMAD is good, but not for a very long time. I did it for about 8 months straight. I don't really recommend it to be that long. Maybe it is good to kind of do as a cycle because sometimes you could actually throw off the balance of your thyroid. It depends on the food you consume, especially if you go on a low carb intake or let's say carnivorous. You have to include some type of carbohydrates so you can actually balance. If you don't do that, you're gonna throw off your carbs. You're gonna throw off your thyroid. But overall, it's actually good. I like it. I did it. I do it on and off. At least out of the year, I do it probably about 4 or 5 months now out of the year. I suffer from high blood pressure. I'm on amlodipine 10 milligram. Yeah, I can help you with that, Fatima. No problem. Book a time with me. I can give you all the guidance. I can walk you through the process. And I can get you fixed up. And we can get you off medications in time, 100%. But book a time with me. So just making some coffee with some MCT oil. This is gonna be like my pre-workout, probably. Fasting for 3 days, aches and pains in arms, almost feels like nerves and diarrhea. Is this normal? Yes. The only time you have pains is mostly detoxification, and your body is trying to get rid of some oxalates. So these aches and pains are normal when you're fasting for 3 days or 5 days. They'll go away eventually. Depends how much oxalates you have in your body. Sometimes it can take up to 3 years. Trust me. So it doesn't just happen overnight. There's nothing that happens overnight. Constipation? What about constipation? How do I book? Fatima, can you click on my profile picture on the top there? If you click on it, it's going to take you to my main page. Under my main page, under my picture, there's a link. That's my website where you can book a time. Wisdom, thanks so much for the comment. I appreciate that. So you guys do that. If you can do that, Fatima, let me know right now, and you can book the time right away. If you want to book it for tomorrow, would be great, or even Sunday. I'm available on the weekend, certain extent, because I'm trying to finish few things with the house. So we're getting there. So that's why I have my same shirt on, my same ripped shirt and everything. Just because I actually sprayed foamed all the edges and everything in the tiny house. I was gonna actually insulate it today, but I'm still the weather. I don't like this weather. It's very a lot of rain. It has not stopped yet. So it's almost like a depressing. What works for constipation? Digestive enzymes. The question is, why are you having constipation? What the hell are you eating while you're having constipation? Most of the time, you're having constipation because your lack of magnesium in the body. And sometimes lack of magnesium in the body causes constipation. You're throwing off your electrolyte balance. Electrolyte does not have to do mostly with heart only or high blood pressure. It has to do something with digestion as well too. So definitely look into that. But constipation is easily fixed. Easily fixed. How to help Achilles tendons? It's very painful. Achilles. You can actually do peptides. You can't really do much with that other than peptides for pain, like BPC 157. You can do TB 500. Would actually help with the tendon. It's very painful in the beginning, but that's the only way you can reduce the pain. You can definitely give it a shot. Marie, I highly recommend him. He has helped me so much. Buy the cheat sheet book too. Love it. Cheers. Thanks so much, Marie. Thanks so much for the comment. I appreciate it. Guys, whoever sent me some messages, they are being filtered and they are being blocked. So maybe try to reword the message if you get a chance, if you don't mind. I'm on Ibuprofen 300 and still above normal high blood pressure. Yeah, you're not fixing the root cause. That's the problem. So even if you're taking medication, you think medication is going to actually fix your blood pressure? No, they're not. But I can get you off the medications. We can actually go a little bit on the health side and actually fulfill your missing gap. The missing gap is what's causing these issues. We're trying to heat up the coffee a bit. Not heat it up, I mean we're heating up the cup. So this we can actually make some good coffee. Maybe we can go sit outside for a bit. I keep thinking about the small cups of chocolate ice cream my wife has in the freezer. Can you talk me down? Just go grab the damn thing, Blaine, and enjoy it. No, the only reason you're craving it is lack of electrolytes in the body, and usually that happens. That we constantly our brain, our dopamine brain wants more sweets. It's not whether they want sweets; they just want some electrolytes. But it depends on the diet you're on, Blaine. I do my cheat day every Saturday, that's what I load with my carb load. So if you haven't done any cheat day for almost a week, then maybe that would be it. But make sure you do train heavy and hard. Give me a second, guys. I'm just making my coffee in case the noise is too loud. But before you do the cheat, you have to do like heavy and hard, so therefore your body does not actually store any of the glucose or the fructose from the ice cream in the freezer. This way it actually refuel your glycogen storage in the muscles. So there's a good way of actually doing that. Where's your accent from? Allah? I'm originally from Lebanon. Education, not medication. 100%. Sorry, I'm trying to actually process my espresso shot. And you guys know how I look forward for this espresso shot. Let's make sure Duke is okay. Yeah, he's sleeping in a little tiny house. Yes, Italians love espresso. It's my favorite. Yeah, I've been hooked on espresso for so many years, and but I'm having way too much work in here because it's kind of need the energy sometimes. I'm just drained, and I need a little bit more. So I'm just heating up my cup right now. Once it's nice and warm, we're actually gonna blend the coffee with some espresso. Ooh. So we got the coffee going. I'm just gonna blend it in first. Give me a sec. It's gonna be a little bit loud. Have you seen any bears? Not today. We've had about 5 deers come to the land this morning, around 4 in the morning. And yesterday about 10 p.m. I left the sensor on by mistake, and we had some deers cross in the bottom by the gate. So my alarm went off, and that kind of freaked us out, me and Duke, because I totally forgot to turn it off. So I turned it off after everything was good. We had a good night's sleep, but we got up quite early again. So we got the coffee going. There's my espresso shot. Look at that. To the rim. Perfect. That's how I know I got it perfect every time. There you go. Are you working construction or are you on your own? Yes, I'll show you guys. I built the tiny house last year. It took me about 2.5 months. It's a tiny house. I like it. And I'm actually doing the installation right now. Let me just show you. So what I did I was gonna do the installation, but I thought I have some time because it's rainy. I didn't want to go back and forth. Not bad. Coffee could be better. So what I did is I was bored today. So as you can see everywhere, I start to actually spray foam all the edges and everything to kind of seal it. If you guys can see behind me there, I kind of did all this, some yesterday and most of it today, and now I was just filling up even between the walls. I don't know why, but as you guys can see as well, I just got bored, so I thought I'd do it. ACP is good for sweating feet, yeah, works really good. Or you can do electrolytes. Usually it's the imbalance of electrolytes, that's why that happens. Construction alone makes for some very hard work. My hats off to you. It takes a lot to stay motivated. Oh, trust me, sometimes I get like so exhausted after a while. I'm just ready to give up. And I have like still 16 bags of insulation. I have to get them out from the rain, bring them here. Once I'm done the installation here and put the plastic vapor, then I'm actually gonna go outside and take these pieces of wood that I have laid out on my deck. You can see they're all wet because it's been raining. And I'm just gonna build my deck. And once I'm done that deck, I gotta go seal around the, do a skirting around the travel trailer. Once that's done, then I wanna build my big deck, a 20 by 20. Oh, that's insane. And you know, and shoveling dirt is so freaking hard on your lower back. Trust me, I know, because I had to actually cover a ditch of 2 feet in depth and 50 feet in length. It took me 3 days to cover the damn thing. A ginger tea, good to drink daily? Oh, 100%. At least 2 or 3 times a day would be ideal. This is your best anti-inflammation natural herb. Cayenne, ginger, put a little bit of cayenne with it, a little bit of Celtic salt as well. It's not bad. But trust me, doing construction, all that stuff is freaking tiring. I hate it. Coconut oil is good as a mask. Yeah, coconut oil, some egg yolk with it. It'll be perfect. Let's open the door for Duke. He wants to come out. It stopped raining, finally. It's been non-stop, like seriously. You have beautiful property there. I will be so rewarding when you're done. I will. Guys, I think we lost connection for a sec. I don't know why. Blaine, you're more than welcome to come by when I'm done my little place if you're not too far away. I think you're probably in the US, are you? Come, dude, come. Let's sit outside, bud. Which coffee is good? Just make sure it is Arabica coffee. Make sure it is free of mold. And the way you can tell it's free of mold is, do you guys know how to tell if it's free of mold or not? Does anybody know, or you want me to kind of share it with you guys? Indiana and the USA. So yeah, you definitely need to come down to Canada and visit me, Blaine, in the summertime. Take a week off your holiday and come down. I'll just have to pick you up from the nearest airport, which is 6 hours away. You're building a house on your own land. That's cool. Yeah, it's a little. It's not a. I don't really call it a big house. It's a tiny house. You know, guys, we spend 90% of our time outdoors. So other than you going indoors to actually maybe sleep, make your coffee, and make some food, that's it, and stay warm possibly. Other than that, 99% of the time it should be spent outside. So that's why I'm building the tiny little place. It's about 18 feet by 12 feet, and I have the travel trailer attached to it, which is another 8 feet by 20 feet. So that'd be like my sleeping section or my little kitchen, and the 18 by 12 feet will be like more of a place where, you know, anybody that comes, guests, we can sit down, talk, have a nice beautiful view. There's my little view behind me. As you guys can see, is gloves good as mouthwash? Oh, 100%. 100%. They actually antibacterial. If the house is bigger than a van, then it's luxury. Oh, 100%, 100%. I believe, you know, I believe everybody should actually be living in a tiny house, seriously. Because we don't need a massive house. Massive house it's theft. A massive house is, to be honest with you, is a massive theft on people that you have to work all your life to actually pay for it. What do you recommend for natural sunscreen? Nothing. Let the sun hit your skin and let your skin enjoy, and actually your skin, we can adjust how much it requires for intake. Never put any sunscreen. All that stuff will damage your skin. So guys, I was gonna come back to my to the coffee. So the way you can tell your coffee is molded, so even if you buy Arabica coffee, even if you buy organic coffee, and once you make your espresso shot, let's say, or your coffee pot, whatever you guys like to drink, once you take your coffee, if within 15 minutes you had to actually rush to the washroom to pee or urinate, that means your coffee has mold into it. And what happens is your body's trying to get rid of the mold as fast as possible, so it makes you urinate. And that's how actually you end up losing a lot of vitamins, a lot of minerals as well too. So that's how you can tell if your coffee is actually truly free of mold or not. Are there wild animals roaming around over there? Oh yeah, there is. We have black bears, we have coyotes, we have different animals in the winter time. We got a lot of rabbits. I'm trying to actually catch a couple of rabbits for Duke so he can enjoy some meat. We have a lot of wild turkey as well. It's pretty awesome. But TV commercial tells us we need loss of clutter. Oh, 100%. That's how they push the marketing schemes in our brains and make everybody that they need like toys and they need to spend so much money. It's crazy. Guys, we gotta keep it simple. Duke, come in. It's raining again. Come on. Don't get wet. Like seriously, we need simplicity. And sometimes it takes us a long time to actually realize that. After we spend so much money and we do so many things, we realize, hey, you know, you look around, you have so much junk everywhere, and you never really get a chance to use them or utilize them all, right? So, Duke, it's raining again. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. Well, I don't know. It's raining like crazy. So we have to kind of keep it as basic as possible. And that's the way we should live. The moment I think you have more than one cupboard or two cupboards full of stuff, then you're overbuying stuff. Seriously, you're overbuying stuff. Ooh, it's getting windy. I don't know if you guys hear. Let me switch the camera so you guys can see what I'm looking at. So it's like rainy. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera or not. It's insane. When I realized my possession were enslaving me, I never looked at the world the same. Simple. 100% simple. Oh, it's windy too. Oh, trust me. Yeah, it's nice. Like it's nice to have the rain as long as you're under something dry. Last year I didn't have nothing, so I'd be stuck inside the trailer the whole time. So it was kind of depressing. So having the little tiny house open right now, it's nice and cool in here. It's actually, I don't mind the rain, but all my stuff is getting wet. It's pretty insane. It's insane. Gorgeous view, thank you. Duke, where are you? Come here. I think Duke is under the deck. He doesn't want to get wet. What do you recommend to start with your blood pressure is high that won't affect kidneys? Valerie, connect with me. Let's have a chat. Let's have a conversation. Here comes Duke. Oh yeah, come in. Let's clean. Yeah, you're all wet, buddy. I'm in BC. But yeah, your blood pressure is all related to the food you eat, and it's massive deficiencies. We can fix that, no problem, but I can't just give you all the information on here because every person is different. There's about 7 different factors that actually affects your blood pressure. So connect with me. I can walk you through the whole process, and we can look at all 7 factors one by one and actually fix each one. It's not just a single issue. And if you are on medications, we can get off medications. Even if you're asking for a friend, get your friend to actually book a time with me and we can actually chat. It's not something that I just can give you. Or you can actually buy the book for him. I did an ebook on how to cure high blood pressure. So maybe download it, give it to him. And it's affordable. It walks you through the whole process. It walks you through the, you're all full of water, bud. It walks you through the guidance, the blood work, supplementation, everything. How much is the ebook? I think the ebook I have it on sale right now. I think it's like $12, but it has everything in it. It has blood work to get, what type of supplementation to get, how you can actually saturate your body, the whole thing. And if I'm trying to rewrite some of these ebooks that I have right now. So if I do rewrite it, you guys will get a free copy, an updated free copy. So this is my favorite place to sit, right on the ladder, because I have no freaking chairs yet. Right, Duke? Awesome price to pay for your health. Oh, 100%. 100%. You know, health, if you don't have your health, pretty much you can't do anything, right? So health is very, very important. Right, Duke? I just got to stop drinking too much coffee. But I need the coffee just to actually continue working, because after a while you actually want drain. Step 1 to high blood pressure is learning to measure it correctly. Oh, 100%. That's one of the biggest mistakes we get. Hey, Duke, don't leave it, please. That's the biggest mistake we have, is people don't know how to measure it correctly. And you know, we assume that everybody has to be within the level of 120/80, which is incorrect. Every person is different based on some of these factors. And one of the most important and proper way of testing, when cardiologists do it, if it's a real good cardiologist, technically they should actually measure both of your arms and both of your legs, and the legs should actually show about 20 points above your arm. If they are lower or balanced, then there's actually already some damaged arteries. But always, before you guys test, you know, even if you're testing morning, lunch, and dinner 3 times a day for 3 consecutive days, make sure you actually sit down and relax for 5 minutes before you actually start testing. Don't just slap around and test right away like the doctors do. You walk into their office, within 30 seconds, he puts the cuffs on and he tests and he said, hey, you have high blood pressure, let me feed you some medications. Do you recommend decaf coffee? No, I don't recommend decaf coffee. Decaf coffee, if it's not done correctly, it's actually either they pull caffeine with Swiss water or chicken poop. So be careful of decaf. Make sure you know the company really well that's doing it. And make sure they do state that it's done with Swiss water, not chicken poop. Duke, you okay? You're full of water. Probably getting hungry, right? So definitely you guys don't want chicken poop. It's not good. That's how you get a lot of mold. So stay away from decaf. Just how are you? How are you? Sahar. Masa says hello to Duke. Duke is right beside me. He wants to come inside. He doesn't wanna sit in the rain. I think he wants to sit in the bed. Okay, up in the bed. Run, 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 and there he goes. There's Duke for you guys. He's sitting back and relaxing. They say it's not real decaf, a Colombian farmer. Yeah, there's no such thing. Like whenever they do decaf, I think they only pull like probably like a percentage, a very, very small percentage. It's not like ideal, something good. Relax, cough in the right position, pee ahead of time. Pee ahead of time, that's interesting. Didn't know about the pee idea. I know about more of the relaxation and, just don't rush into it. There's Duke, he wants his little love. Okay, Duke, okay, there you go. Greeting from across the plain, but under the same skies. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. I hope you guys are doing good. But does normal coffee or Arabica coffee raise the blood pressure? No, that's a myth that it raises the blood pressure. The only reason it raises blood pressure is because few things. Keep in mind the caffeine in coffee, because it is a molded coffee, it does act as a diuretic where it flushes your magnesium. And when you flush your magnesium too much, that's why you end up having a little bit fluctuation in blood pressure. It doesn't mean it causes blood pressure. It's just because you're losing a lot of magnesium from your body. So there's a lot of videos and a lot of YouTubers out there are talking about, hey, stop coffee and my blood pressure normalized within about 5 points or 10 points. Yeah, it does that. But still, if you haven't really fixed the deficiency, your blood pressure is always going to be fluctuating, which is not good. Keep in mind, and if the flow of the blood is not corrected, that's why we end up getting damage in the glycocalyx in your arteries. So it's very, very important. Hi, thanks for the live feed. Do you have any suggestion for shrinking a benign tumor? I'm trying. Yeah, you can download my cheat book. It has all the information there for you for shrinking tumors or cancers or using different products. If you don't find the information there, I can send it to you, but it is in the cheat book. I'm sure I did put it in there for you, Pino. Check it out. Let me know. Okay, Duke. You're happy? You got inside? Okay. When he asks for something, I do it for him. He sits and just keeps licking me. That's like his way of saying thank you. And he's hungry. Are you hungry? You're hungry, Duke? Duke is hungry. What should we feed him? I can't go in the rain and get you food. You wanna have my steak instead? Please send it how I get. Please send it. Oh, if you click on my picture profile in the top there, Pino. If you click on my picture profile on the top, once you click on it, it's gonna take you to my main page. On the main page, there's a website there. Let me know if you see it. And that's how you can access all my ebooks. Duke looking for rabbits. I want to catch a rabbit or two for him. Seriously, I think that would be like awesome. Our rabbits here are small. They're roughly about 2 pounds each, 3 pounds, give or take. But I wouldn't mind catching some because they came in and ate my cabbage that I'm growing in the greenhouse. I learned from Adam's story, 11 mistakes in measuring your own blood pressure. I'll check that out. Because I know like when I did when I was doing a clinician course, and one thing we focused on is the way blood pressure is measured. It's always measured incorrectly, and one of the best, and that's how you know if you have a really good cardiologist, is they should measure both of your arms and both of your legs, and that's how they can actually estimate proper flow. Such a handsome shepherd. Oh, thank you. How old is Duke? Duke is 2 years old. Nancy, thanks so much for putting the website out there. So you guys, I'm gonna pin. Okay, Duke, give me a sec. I'm gonna pin the website there if you guys can see it, and you can download the ebook from there. Hi, sir. I had the Digest Gold ATP digestive enzymes and had food poisoning the next day. So, what does the digestive enzymes have to do with food poisoning? So probably it's something you ate that you got food poisoning, not from the digestive enzymes. Oh, he is still a young puppy. He just wants to play the whole time. But right now he actually, compared to last year, he actually slowed down a bit, which is nice. Makes it easy for me when I'm working. Right, Duke? But he always wants attention. If I don't give him the attention, he actually will destroy certain things. I'll say it again. Your ebooks are a bargain. Health is worth the small price. Thank you, Blaine. I really appreciate that. And guys, anytime I do like an update to any of the ebooks, you guys gonna get a copy of it as well, because I'm starting to rewrite some of them, just so it's a little bit easier. Because I know when I wrote some of these ebooks, sometimes I go through them fast, and there's like slight little mistakes here and there. But you know, I do apologize in advance, and I'm trying to actually make them a little bit more simple, a little bit more simple to follow as well too. My Bella is 10. Have had shepherds for years. Best dogs. Yeah, I will never. I don't think I'll ever change to any other breed. German shepherds are always been my favorite, and this guy's my first German shepherd. I had one when I was overseas. I've had him for about 3 months to 5 months, and I had to actually leave him overseas with a friend of mine because I couldn't bring him over. But that was like almost 12, 14 years ago. So, and I've been waiting. Finally, I end up getting Duke at 6 weeks old. He's hell, what's worth it for sure. Oh no, yeah, I had to leave him because what happened is when you're flying from overseas to Canada, you have to go through London. And what happened is before you actually come across, your pet will have to actually be in quarantine for 60 days. And if it doesn't pass, you can't have them. They actually put them to sleep. So I didn't want to really do the issue. So I kind of left him with my friend, and he took care of him for about 8 years. He would send me some pictures, but you know, I couldn't really. It's not the same, right? So this guy is my little sable color. Hi Maurice, when is the best time of a day to take L-theanine, and should I eat before taking it? No, you can take it on an empty stomach. You just reminded me, since I had my coffee, I'm gonna actually take some because I like taking L-theanine actually. Or else my head is gonna go like crazy right now because it's been a long day for me. So there's my L-theanine, guys. I know it's a different brand, but you can take it on an empty stomach. It doesn't have to be with food. Amino acids could be consumed on an empty stomach. Same thing with water-soluble vitamins. Empty stomach. It's not gonna cause any digestive issues or nothing like that. I usually don't drink water either, so it's not bad. Have Gerd heard that ACV can help the stomach flap close? Is this true? And does ACV help your food digest? Yeah, ACV will help your food digest, helps your sugar, helps balance your blood sugar as well too. But as well, it does increase the acidity, so therefore it does actually help the system and allow the esophagus for the flap to actually close back. So you can do ACV or you can do hydrochloric betaine. They both work great. But the idea with GERD is whenever you have it, and the best way to actually fix it fast is to do food combining. What is ACV? Apple cider vinegar. What is the best way to get rid of acid reflux? You have digestive enzymes and food combining. And make sure you're taking apple cider vinegar, or you can take acid betaine, hydrochloric acid betaine. Have you seen Dr. Sunil Dunn's channel? He avoided the medical system as much as he possibly could. I haven't yet. I know that I just started going over YouTube recently, Blaine. So I know you mentioned Dr. What's his name yesterday. I haven't had a chance to go over and check. And to be honest with you, every time I do live, I get like almost 20, 30 emails, and I have to actually sit and respond to everybody, and with the so sometimes it puts me in a very, very busy spot, especially right now. You know, I try to kind of squeeze a few hours in between so I can finish my tiny house. So I'd love to actually sit and listen to some of these guys, and I know it's probably worth a lot of good, valuable information. Farida, thanks so much for the gifts as always. What is taurine? Taurine is an amino acid. Without taurine, you can possibly die. Taurine is heavily found in your chest, well, in your heart, in your eyes, and your brain. Without taurine, your body will never saturate with magnesium correctly. So think of taurine as like your ultimate amino acid for antiplatelets, anti-aggregation, and it's actually really, really good for your vision. I give it to Duke as well. I give him roughly about 3 grams a day because it actually strengthens the heart, especially because we don't produce our own vitamin C, and you guys know that for a fact, right? So taurine will actually maintain the health of your heart, and it's the only amino acid that will maintain a proper electrolytes for the heart. So you'll never have like irregular heartbeat or palpitation or arrhythmia or anything like that. I had the digestive gold with ATP enzyme and had food poisoning. Can I try it one more time? The digestive enzyme, John Don, the digestive enzymes with the ATP has nothing to do with food poisoning. So food poisoning, it's something you must have ate that you got food poisoning. Nothing to do with the digestive enzymes at all. Digestive enzymes are just gonna, they're enzymes to actually break down the food you're eating. That's all it is. So it's something you must have ate that's actually causing the poisoning. Nothing to do with the digestive enzymes. Definitely try it again. And if something is wrong with it, then return it back to iHerb. They're responsible for it. Dear Ali, LDL, firefighter, or arsenic. Hey, hold on, Blaine. I'm gonna actually, because yesterday I took a picture of it and haven't had a chance to check it out. But since I'm by the computer right now, let me pull them up because I'm curious now because I haven't had a chance to check it. Can I take taurine with magnesium? Yes, you're supposed to actually. Duke, leave it, please. You're dropping it on the ground, buddy. You don't drop it anymore. Give me a second, guys. I just gotta run the computer here for a minute. Just gotta check something on. He is on YouTube, right, Blaine? YouTube. Okay, so 500 milligrams of niacin sorta kicked my behind. Can I do while asleep? You could, yeah. You can definitely take it anytime you want. If you can take it before you sleep, go for it as well. Nadir, Ali. Dr. Nadir Ali, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Dr. Nadir Ali, LDL. Actually, I'll probably see if I can watch him. Doctor, why LDL cholesterol goes up with low carb diet and it's bad for the health? And is it bad? Is that the one, Blaine? Maybe I'll watch it when I'm. Yes, he's got a YouTube channel. Okay, I'll check it because Dr. Nadir Ali, why LDL cholesterol goes up with low carb and is it bad for health? I'll check it. I'll review it. And I'll tell you what I think. So I can flush in my sleep right on. Yeah, you could do it. Some people don't really fall asleep. Some people fall asleep like right away when they actually take it. Yes, he got a YouTube channel. Perfect. That video is about 4 years old. Oh wow. Okay. I'll see if he has anything recent. I'll check it out. When can I take DHA? With food. Best time to take your DHA should be with food. If you want to use it more for cognition, then you can take it in the morning with your coffee. Okay, but it's best to be consumed with food because you do need some fat molecules to actually absorb it. Is oxidized LDL an injured firefighter or an arsonist? Is that what's the video called? Is oxidized LDL an injured? Wait, Duke, let me write this down. Firefighter or an arsonist. Let me see if it comes up here. Is oxidized LDL an injured or arson? Okay, I see it now. It's roughly about 4 years ago. Is that the one? It's about 51 minutes. Okay, I'll watch it. And maybe I'll do a video on it. What's your thoughts on carnivore diet? What would you like to know? I've been on carnivore diet for 10 years now. I've been on it 10 years. What will give me a lot of energy? I've been extremely tired lately and I'm not pregnant. You can take lack of energy, that means your ATP is struggling, your mitochondria is struggling. So you can actually take D-ribose, you can take a creatine. That would be excellent. Should everyone take NAC? Oh, highly, 100%. NAC should be used as an emergency amino acid, but as well, if you have a lot of mucus and other things, you can definitely take NAC to prevent that, right? Or if you feel like you're having any type of flu or you're feeling sick, it is ideal to actually have NAC. For example, one of the guys that's supposed to help me today, he was sick, so I gave him 12 pills of NAC. I'm like, go home, relax for a day, take 12 pills of NAC, 2400 milligrams every 3 hours. By tomorrow, you should be fine, 100%. I just ate 2 pounds of strawberries. Nice. Must be nice for you. Thanks so much for sharing. And by the way, none of my freaking strawberry plants made it. They all freaking died. I don't know why. 40 plants I bought of strawberries and not one survived. I don't know what the hell is going on. 10 years now, is carnivore okay with kidney problems? Yeah, 100%. My kidneys are in the upper 96, 97. There's no issues with kidney. Who told you they're going to be kidney issues? Why? Because of the heavy protein. The only time you end up getting an issue with protein with the kidney is because you're consuming processed protein, like whey protein or concentrated protein or manufactured protein. That causes issue with the kidneys, not your 100% beef, red meat protein. What do you recommend for excess sweating in summer? It's probably it's time to do detoxification. Too cold, maybe try electroculture. Electroculture, I gotta look into that. I'm boiling brown eggs and brown color is coming off in water. That's interesting. Are they are they colored? That's interesting. It seems the medical industry wants patients to stay a little dumb on issues. We should just trust them, right? 100% Blaine, you have to trust them. How else they want to control your mind? They want a working class, not a thinking class. Like Farida says, I bet you they are fake brown eggs. I never come across any eggs that they actually get discolored or the brown stuff comes off when you're boiling them. That's very interesting. That is very interesting. Wooden sticks with copper wire wrapped clockwise. I've tried that last year. I'm gonna do that again this year to see if but for some reason the strawberry plants died. I think maybe it was too cold. We're still freaking getting snow in the month of May. Like, I don't know what's going on. Is cold shower good in the summer? Yeah, why not? I do it all the time. Then when I came here the first 2 weeks, I've been showering in cold water because I had no electrical to actually heat up the freaking water, and the gas I was low on a propane tank, and I still have no good pressure. So most of the time it's been cold showering. But I'm used to it because I do a lot of cold exposure, so it's fine. The medical industry guys want you to stay sick. They want the working class. They want you to actually keep your head down and don't argue, don't say anything. Just work your way 8 hours a day and live your life. That's it. Under our rules, of course. I went to your website. Did you suggest to buy a book or book an appointment? I've heard it all now. Fake brown eggs. I wouldn't put it past egg producers to try and squeeze a little more out of their factory eggs. Yeah, no kidding, eh? It's pretty interesting. Like right now, when I was gonna go tomorrow to the farmer's market and talk to that lady that sold me 8 cartons of eggs, and she claimed that they are pasture raised and everything. And you crack the eggs open and the white falls all over the place. The yolk is like yellowish. It's not even like dark orange or anything like that. And it's pretty depressing what some of the farmers are doing. Obviously, she has like a genetic modified chicken. All they do is just lay eggs, and they just sell them as pasture raised eggs, which is their bullshit. So I wish the weather has been nice. I would have probably finished my chicken coop because I was planning to actually build a small chicken coop buy 5 chickens and enjoy eating like some nice fresh eggs, because buying them from like a farmer's market, it seems a lot of the farmers lately, they're just taking advantage of people by saying it's whether it's organic or whether it's grass fed, grass finished, or whether it's pasture raised, which is unfortunate. They shouldn't be doing that. Just charge a little bit more and just let it be, right? And why would a pasture raised, chicken cost more? You're just letting it feel free in the acre, whatever you're giving it, and it's just gonna roam and just eat bugs. You're not gonna even spend more money on freaking grains, because they're not supposed to be eating grains. I bought wild caught salmon and the pink color stained what? Stained the plate after I cook it. Stores. Wow. So it's not even, so it's probably they're using astaxanthin coloring pink so they can actually color the salmon. They call it wild and it's not wild. It's all bullshit. Why is can I eat eggs every day without moderations? Yeah, I still eat 10 eggs a day. I have 8 chickens and I do enjoy my eggs with ghee. Farid, I'm gonna come over and buy some chicken from you. What kind of chickens you have? Because you live in BC too. How should an organic free range egg look like when cracking it? Ask Farida. Farida, she has her own chicken. If you want to answer that question, Farida, would be great, because I know the only time I've had a pasture raised egg, like real one, was the white was like nice and hard, and it wouldn't run all over the place. It was like nice and solid, and the yolk was like dark orange, and it's very creamy, very creamy. I've been buying pasture raised brown eggs at Sprouts. That's in the US probably. Is it Sam? I cracked a factory egg a few weeks ago and the white was gelled lump. Wow. Gelled lump. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll bet you there's so much modifications done to them. Can they make it up that they're pasture eggs? Who checks? Nobody checks. Nobody checks. There's no real anybody that will come out and check, and they don't care. Sir, if you can't find pasture raised eggs, can we eat just organic eggs? No, just if you can't find pasture raised, then stick with free range. They're gonna be still your best bet. Orange or dark yellow orange yolk, 100%. Was like dark yellow, or was dark orange, like it was actually orange yolk. That's the one I had, was like, but you can actually tell when I actually had it, was very creamy. I have Americans and Rhode Island. I have Americanas on Rhode Island. I get blue, pink, and brown eggs. Oh, I want some. I get blue, pink, and brown eggs. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the type of chickens I want to buy then. Hey, Monopoly, how are you? They print it on the carton and charge more. I correct. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what they do. They can print whatever they want. They can actually advertise it the way they want, and that's what they all do. It's pretty insane. It's all about money, right? If they can actually print it for like a 5-10 cents more and they charge you $2-3 more, like, come on, we pay for the free range eggs here. I pay $8 a carton, $8 a dozen. It's pretty expensive. Last year, 2 years ago, when I was buying pasture raised from like a legit pasture raised, it would only charge me like $6 or $5 sometimes. But now, you buy their so-called pasture raised from some of these farmers market. The egg size is half the size of the regular egg, and the yolk is like yellow, like a bright yellow. It doesn't even have. I'll bet you it's like tasteless. $8 a dozen. That's insane. Yeah, it's very expensive. You know, Imagine, especially if I'm eating like 10 eggs a day. That's like, it's end up costing way too much money. And they're trying to make like all the animal products not affordable anymore. Thought it was great price, cheaper than other pasture eggs that they had, but color comes off after boiling. They almost white now. Yeah, it's so I'll bet you they are probably like regular white commercialized eggs, and they actually dip them in some type of coloration and they make them brown, which is insane. And they're just ripping people right off, which is stupid. I would actually take it back to them and tell them, complain. I'm sorry I'm late. What about the fake eggs? Oh, we just Sam had some experience with the eggs. Brown eggs, once they're actually being cooked, the color is actually being smudged off. Served, so general dark yellow. So orange coloration would be good. It has to be like orange coloration, free range. Hello, my friend. We buy eggs from our neighbor, farm fresh at $6 a dozen, dark yolk. Cheers to that, JD. That's awesome. I need some. Send me some over, or else I'm gonna buy my own chickens here and start actually having eggs. Maybe I should do that for the summertime. Like get like 5 chickens, as long as we don't get no coyotes, and I'll be good. Average, what I spent in food for my 6 chicks on a dozen eggs is costing me about 60 cents. That's not bad. I've heard that the viral farm eggs are the same as the Costco, organic, free range, all marketing. Yeah, they're all kind of doing the same thing. Gonna take picture of this and show manager. Yeah, I would do it. I would do it. You spend so much money, you buy pasture raised free range eggs, and you go home, you actually boil them, and get discolored, right? So something's going on. Good to see you, Mauricio. Hey, yeah, Maribel, how are you? Yeah, it's not good. And see, last year there was one of the farmer at the farmers market McCormick. They used to actually bring some nice set of eggs, but this year they're not doing it anymore. So another person is doing it, and that's the one I bought, the so-called pasture raised, but they're not really pasture raised. It's too bad. They overcharge and not pasture raised. Maurice, my friend Ruben is here that I was talking about the high blood pressure for. Can you tell him? So, Ruben, if you're listening, definitely you have two options. You can either book an appointment with me. I can guide you through the whole process, the guide with the blood work and specific vitamins, minerals to actually take so we can fix your blood pressure. Or you can actually download my ebook. It's only roughly about $12, and it has all the full guide on there. Vitamins, supplements, what blood test to get, what to track, and how to actually test correctly for your blood pressure. So definitely check it out, whichever is easiest for you. If you'd rather talk on the phone, we can do it that way. So yeah, so this is what I'm doing with the eggs. Here, let me show you guys. This is what I did, because I kind of got pissed off. I'm like, what the hell am I? Because I usually like to eat my egg yolks raw. I'll probably cook them for like a minute. So because they didn't turn out good, I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do? So I boiled about 26 eggs, of course, because Duke gets like about a couple eggs every morning. And I made my own mayo. So you guys know how to make mayo with the eggs. So the best and easiest way, because it is good on mistake. So I put 3 boiled eggs, 2 spoons of apple cider vinegar, 3 spoons of MCT oil, but you guys can use organic olive oil, and a little bit of Himalayan or Celtic sea salt, and a little bit of cayenne, and blend it. And you got your own mayonnaise, and it's freaking delicious on top of the steak. So that's what I'm gonna do with these eggs that I got, that they're so-called pasture raised. And you guys can see the difference. So there's the eggs. So you can see. So this is free range. These supposed to be pasture raised. These have like dark orange coloration. Dark orange coloration. These guys are like, the yolk is like bright white. But look at the difference in sizes as well. Free range. These supposed to be pasture raised. So we'll see what happens. But that's how you guys can make your own mayonnaise. And it's actually really good. It's delicious. My daughter's runner duck's eggs are blue. The yolks are so orange and rich. If I can get some duck eggs, that would be my favorite, because they're actually the best. Duke? Well, you're full of mud. Why is your face full of mud? Where were you? Said stop going outside, it's raining. Yeah, last year I had about 6 dozen of duck eggs. Again, the person from the farmer's market, he's not raising any more ducks, so he got rid of them. So I'm not gonna be able to get any anymore. Usually every year I'll get about 6 dozen, and this year I'm not gonna get any. So I gotta find someone else. Hopefully I do, because they're actually really good. They're very rich. You might eat like 1 or 2 eggs. Seriously, they're equivalent to almost about 10 regular chicken eggs. They're that delicious. They're very dense, and they are really good. It's like winter still here, still cold. Still having a lot of rain. Hasn't stopped. Everything is wet, like the whole thing is wet. Duck egg on probably Vicen steak, unreal. Duck eggs are the best. If you can get your hands on, I wouldn't mind getting ducks here, but it'll be a lot of work, and it'll probably attract a lot of animals right now. What the fuck was that? Oh, we have a hummingbird. Where did it go? That was pretty close. That was nice. Oh, you guys like the view here? Let me show you. See if you guys. I'm trying not to step in the water because these shoes that I'm wearing, they're usually for inside. There's my little morning view. Well, it's not morning right now. It's almost 4 p.m. But no matter what, this is still my favorite view. Once I'm done everything, it'll be nice. Then I can have my little... Duke, I'm not gonna play in the water right now. Come up here. Duck wants to play. Thanks, so guys, for the likes. You off grid? I am, yes. Thank you for all the great information you share with us. No worries, anytime. Yeah, so there's my little morning view. That's when I sit and actually have my coffee. So if you guys are around here, around this area, definitely come down, stop by, have a seat on the deck when it's done, and have some good coffee. Ricky Grimes. Pretty close. How do we cure eczema? See, the problem is with eczema. So think of your skin as your biggest organ. And what conflicts with your skin is the food you're consuming, that your microbiome is having a hard time breaking it apart to make sense out of it. And when it's having a hard time from too much excitotoxins in the food, is causing eczema in the skin. But sometimes, Johnny, it's hormonal foods will cause eczema because they are injected with so much hormones. And what foods are injected with a lot of hormones? Mostly chicken, eggs, organs, certain cuts of beef as well too. They actually carry a lot of these hormones. So you have to actually look into that. I sent you a message about where to find farm fresh eggs. I'll check it out, JD. Thank you. I just saw the message pop out in my notification. I'll check it out here shortly once I'm done the live chat. Duke, I'm not playing in the water. He wants to play in the water. It's crazy. We're about in BC. We're on Summit Lake. We're probably like 20 minutes or so from the cusp. Where are you at, Farida, in BC? I think you're in Vancouver, right? If you're not too far, maybe I'll go buy some chicken from you. I just gotta build a chicken coop. Maybe JD will help me with the chicken coop. Vancouver, yeah, you're probably like a good, 9 hours. Duke, we're not playing right now in the rain. I think JD likes that idea. Hey, if I want to have some fresh eggs. I'll have like a temporary little chicken coop for like 5 chickens. If I get like 5 chickens, that's like 5 eggs a day maybe, with the proper heating. And they can run around and eat whatever they want. 8 hours of driving to get to you. Oh wow, that's not bad. Once I have my little retreat, little cabin, then you can come down and visit, Farida. That'll be good. Maybe by next year I'll have it done. Tomorrow I'm starting the installation tomorrow. So the installation is going to be all done tomorrow. Then once I'm done the installation tomorrow, that window there is going to be all framed with the trailer. That door there will be framed with the will be as well with a tiny house back and forth. And the next step would be closing off the travel trailer. Once that's closed off, then I'll start working on the inside, designing the inside with my wood stove that I got. But I need like 4 people to lift that wood stove. It's pretty heavy. What kind of wildlife do you have there? Bear? Well, there's black bears, brown bears, grizzly bears. I haven't seen any other than black bears, and coyotes. You get a lot of coyotes. Um, Other than that, there's some turkeys, rabbits. The rabbits came to the greenhouse the other day and ate my cabbage, which is okay. A lot of deers. Raccoons? I haven't seen any raccoons yet. I haven't seen any raccoons. A lot of deers, yeah. A lot of deers here. Raccoons I haven't seen. There's a lot of well, they only come in the wood, the mice and the rats, which is fine. But yeah, I don't know what else, what other animals we have here, so I'll have to check. Do you hunt? I haven't hunted for almost like 10 some years, but I might maybe get back into it again starting next year. 100%. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. So I have my rifle and everything, license. I'll just have to apply for it. And definitely, I think the hunting season here will start in the month of September. I don't know how good that is in this area because JD, I think he tried. It's not that great. But probably have to go to a different area for hunting. Good night, love. Good night, Sharon. Venison, about only red meat I eat. Venison is good. I eat a lot of yak. I've been eating yak probably for the past 9 years now. It's very lean, very rich, slight sweet of a flavor. And if you overcook it, it's gonna actually dry up the meat very fast. So you barely have to cook it. So that's why when I do the steak and stuff, I slap it on for like maybe 30 to 45 seconds per side, and that's it. If I'm cooking it, that's why I eat it raw most of the time. And if it's grounded, I just mix it with some olive oil or MCT oil and I actually have it the way it is. Black bear and brown, grizzly bear, white-tailed deer, elk, moose, hare, grouse, wild turkey in that region. Oh, nice. Hare is like, isn't that like a rabbit? Isn't it like a, yeah, I think it is a rabbit, hare. Or is that a different kind, JD? Slow cooker? No, I don't use slow cooker. Yeah, it is. I wonder if there's a season for the rabbit hunting here. I'll check. Would be interesting. Probably mostly in the winter time would be quite a bit. Duke, come up here. You're hungry? Come here. Duke is sitting right behind me there. He doesn't want to leave. Duke! The ball is stuck in the creek and it's wet. I'm not gonna change my shoes right now. Come inside. I'll get you food in a bit. Are you Lebanese? Yes, I am. I'm gonna go back inside. It's starting to rain again. I have rabbit as pet. I cannot eat them. Rabbits are okay. I met a lady last week at the farmers market. She raises rabbits. She charges not bad. I think about $10 a pound. I was actually curious. I was gonna try a couple, but maybe I might buy some tomorrow to see how they're like. They're just they're not dense nutrient. They're very very plain, very similar to chicken. They don't have a whole lot of good nutrients into them. So you always have to add something to it. Probably like some good flavors. There's too much green around you, not enough concrete. Way too much green. And it's been wet. It's really, really wet. A lot of green. It's been beautiful because it's been raining. We need it. We need the rain actually. Rabbit stew is great, very lean, wild ones. Have you caught any, JD? I'm curious now. Actually, I like the rabbits. When I was in Calgary, I was actually barbecuing them. They're actually really, really good. Like slow barbecue is actually nice flavor. Keep concrete away. Oh, 100%. I rather have everything green. I don't like no concrete, no slabs, nothing like that. Keep it as natural as possible. Duke, where's the ball? Bud. Where are you going? Duke spends it most of the time under the deck when it gets rainy. There you go. There's the ball. Yeah, it's really, really wet. It's too bad. Probably, I think starting tomorrow is supposed to look nice. I love mud. There's way too much mud. As you guys can see right behind me there, it's all muddy still from too much rain. Ask Jerry, saw hares on Forest Service roads behind the ski hill. Behind the ski hill. I'll check with him. Yeah. I'll go do a visit down to New Denver, see how he's doing. Do you have a mailing address? I do, yes. Used to have a lot of quail here. Concrete jungle has eliminated them. It's too bad. Quails are nice, actually. They taste pretty good. My brother is a chef. He actually, when I was in the city, he actually did some nice quail, actually. They were really, really good. You can get some free wood chips. I got lots. See all that wood chips? That was actually my installation for my tiny house, and actually all that stuff I dropped it yesterday. I went under the tiny house, pulled off my 4x8 sheets, and I dropped all this chips. I'm just gonna do some real installation this time. Maybe I'll share his huckleberry patches. Hey, I need some. You should share them with me. As long as there isn't too many bears. I think I've been to it once, JD, because he took us once to it. I think when I first came into to this area. I can't remember. That was a while ago. Hi, Maurice. Questions. Do you hunters? How do you know the animal isn't sick? Has parasites? I haven't hunted for a long time. It's been for me like almost more than 10 years, Miss Cosmo. So if you want to ask that question, ask JD. He'll tell you, I think. When was the last time you hunted recently, JD? That's where the rabbits are. Oh, nice. So I can go up there and actually hunt for them. Perfect. Is the rabbit all year long, or is it just in September, same as the deers and stuff? I'll have to check the Duke. Don't go there, please. Yeah, last year, usually through behavior for diseased deer. Diseased deer. Okay. So there's your answer. Whoever, Miss Cosmo, I think you were asking that question. So there's your answer from JD if you got a chance to see it. So it is. So pretty much, if you're watching the deer and there's different behaviors, that's how you know whether they're actually sick or not, right? You can tell by animals' action, behaviors that they are sick. Have you snared a rabbit before? I haven't snared a rabbit before, no. If I do catch a rabbit, I'll actually do a video, then you guys can help me clean it up. The white tail is healthy where you are. Oh, perfect. And parasites. Most of all animals will have parasites. Most people do. Most people so. Probably it varies. It varies in the area. It varies on the condition as well too, right? I think probably that's what it is. But I can't tell you guys till I actually start going hunting again, and I can actually give you a little bit more of what's going on. Haven't really done anything for hunting for a long time. I've been doing fishing loss, and I'm trying to actually fix my kayak for this year so I can actually go out fishing again. And I'll wait till the hunting season starts in September, then I'll look into it a little bit further. But my main concern is just kind of finishing all this stuff behind me and finishing my deck and everything. Then I can actually spend some time enjoying a little bit more of a hunting season when it comes up. I have high blood pressure, 144. Where can I get a vitamin shop? I have been taking beetroot. Beetroot is not going to help you because a lot of the beetroots out there, they're not properly extracted. It has to be about 25% extracted. If it's not, You're just wasting your money. Family members of mine hunt. I have a freezer full of wild game, but I'm a bit concerned eating it. But I believe even if let's just assume if the meat has a parasite in it, once it's been flash frozen for more than 3 days, that parasite is pretty much destroyed. That's from my understanding, and so I would still eat it. I wouldn't mind. Thought big game hunting at the property, they go down to lower elevation in the fall. Oh, tough big game hunting at the property. Okay. They go down to lower elevations in the fall. Okay, so it's not going to be probably a good spot. Duke, we're not playing right now. Half hour we'll play. Let me change my shoes. Duke wants to play. Let me go change my shoes, or else he's just going to sit and wait for me. There are some in September. Okay. Yeah, I'll see if it's not good here, JD, to actually hunt like you said, because last time when we spoke, you told me, because due to the elevation, then I'll probably have to think of another place to go. Here, watch out. Let me put my shoes on. I'll go play with you. Go get the ball. So, do you recommend for see a very big rug because Rob, because every person is different. There's about 7 factors that actually conflicts with blood pressure, and I can't just give you all just information here without giving you a proper guide. So the proper guide for you would be to actually book a time with me, and we can actually talk about it, and I can actually guide you through the process of lowering your blood pressure. That's one option. Or you can download my ebook on blood pressure, and I'll actually give you the full guide, the vitamins, the supplements, and I'll give you the guide for what blood work to get to see whether you're actually you're fixing it and you're fixing your deficiency. But for me to give you just through answers just like that on you right now, you're gonna probably go ahead and buy the supplement. You're not gonna know how to use them, and you're gonna come back and tell me, hey, it didn't work, or your stuff does not work. Well, I do guarantee my stuff does work, and you're not buying the supplements from me. You're still gonna buy some of the supplements from iHerb, but it's a guide that you actually have to follow and stay consistent. If you don't follow the guide and you just buy a vitamin like you did with the beetroot, your blood pressure is never gonna actually drop. So that would be the first step. Book a time with me or download my ebook, and I can probably guide you through the whole process from there. And then you can actually fix your blood pressure correctly. The question is, even if you're at 140 right now, are you in a hypertensive mode or not? Probably not, because it's all based on genetics sometimes, and sometimes it's some of the factors could be deficient in your body, that your blood pressure is slightly going up. So keep one thing in mind. So whenever we look at systolic and diastolic, if your systolic is high, that means you have too much calcium in your body. If your diastolic is high, that means you don't have enough magnesium in your body. That's like as a quick answer to give you. But it doesn't mean now you're gonna go ahead and start taking magnesium or trying to actually eliminate calcium from your diet. That's not how it works. Lots of vitamin B12 and multi-B is very effective, along with hawthorn and several others. That's one of the factor. And I'll keep saying that. If you're getting a lot of that information from Gary Brecka, he's incorrect, because he's only focusing on one single factor. There's 7 factors that actually conflicts and causes a blood pressure. So don't just listen to one influencer where he talks so highly about vitamin B or homocysteine, but yet he has no clue about the other 6 factors. And keep in mind, that factor there only falls on 33% of the population. The other 67% of the population is actually more of a serious issue than just TMG or vitamin B12 or a B complex or a methylfolate or methylcobalamin. That's only one of the factors. So join my team, guys, and I can help you with all that stuff. Come on, Duke. Are we playing? Duke wants to stay up there. Come on, we'll play for 5 minutes before I give you some food. He's just right behind me. He's hiding. Where is he? I can't see him on the camera. Oh, there he is. Come on, Duke. You want to play or no? You're going to stay up there? Okay. The balance act of the proper amount of what to take, of what vitamins, minerals, is the hard part. 100%. And then I tend to deal with a lot of the mega doses based on the body and based on the person. So imagine, you look at the vitamin where it says, hey, take 500 milligrams twice a day. Well, if you're a 400-pound person and we have another person who's 100-pound, both taking the same dose, which is pretty much irrelevant, and it's never gonna work because every person is different. So everything is usually customized fully per person, per their body type. Especially when it comes down to mega dosing or actually fixing a deficiency as well. Come on, Duke. So there's no such thing as one vitamin fits everybody's pocket. Every person will react differently to different doses. But keep in mind, if you guys don't look after your blood pressure, it's not whether it's going to cause a serious issue. The genetic methylation test is bullshit. Without getting a genetic methylation test, you can actually find out whether you actually have that homocysteine MTHFR with a blood test. With a normal $60 blood test, instead of spending $600 on a methylation test, genetic test. Seriously. If I take magnesium supplement, is calcium needed as well, or we can just consume it from food? You'll never need calcium in your life. You probably get more than enough from food intake. How do you know what's your dosage? It varies per person, like I said. It varies per person. That's why I do a lot of blood work, so we can actually check certain blood work, and based on the blood work, we can actually customize your intake of supplementation. When is the best time to take vitamin D, morning or night? With first meal of the day. Should always be with food. The question is, when you take vitamin D, it's supposed to actually get methylated correctly, and if you don't have enough magnesium in your body, it's not going to methylate. And if you don't look it in the sun for at least 15-20 minutes after you take it, you're not going to methylate it correctly. So you could be wasting your money and not actually getting any vitamin D into your body. Rick Grimes doing live, right, Duke? So there's a lot of things to actually consider. You can't just jump into it and just taking a supplement and trying to fix certain deficiencies or certain issues. Duke, catch. Good. Come on. Hi Maurice, how best to calm an overactive sympathetic nervous system? Garmin watch, always I'm stressed. Take L-theanine. That's your first step. L-theanine anywhere between 200 to 600 milligrams on an empty stomach. That will actually help your sympathetic nervous system right away. Does that mean in winter time it's hard to methylate as there is no sun? That's why magnesium is important to help you with the methylation. And if you don't have enough magnesium, you're not going to methylate correctly. So they both work synergistically together. Has nothing to do with vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 is just more of a regulation of your calcium. What is your opinion on the average scale they give, for example, low end, high end, LDL? Who decides those? All these are actually all decided by pharmaceutical, and you get some guys wearing a white coat and they actually start to decide what's good LDL and what's good HDL and all that stuff. Keep in mind, a lot of the laboratories that you see, they're all meant for like sick people, for a sick person. I'm trying to go back to like 1930s, 1920s and trying to find the original laboratory work that was actually meant for a healthy individual. Because a healthy individual should never really just follow these categories. A healthy individuals, their LDL, HDL, their total cholesterol is totally different. If you go 15 years ago, like damn, our cholesterol was if you're over 400 or 450, then we have to look into it. Why are you over 400 or 450? Now they want it to be below 200, 220. So all these numbers are just meant for sick people, sick individual. So that's why a lot of these blood work, they're almost irrelevant to look at. It doesn't mean if you're high or you're low that there's something going on. It's whether your organs are being overstimulated or understimulated. The question is, why are they being overstimulated or understimulated? And you can actually adjust. But all these numbers are being picked. It's the same way they actually created the bullshit pyramid, the food pyramid, with being all the carbohydrates as your number one. And that's why we end up having sick people. But trust me, I'm still in search of finding the proper laboratory work, and I'm having a hard time finding all of it. I found some of it so far. Cheers, Greg. Thank you. But yeah, I found some of it, and that's why I know so much about homocysteine. Everybody tells you, hey, if your homocysteine is under 15, you're good. Well, no, not really. There is actually an optimal level, and the optimal level has to be between 7 and 9. If you're below 7, you can have heart disease. If you're above 9, you can have heart disease. So there's a lot of things we have to look into specific, and that's why I'm actually putting all that information in my new ebook that I'm actually trying to finish for the past 2 years. It's just taken me so much time to find some of that research, and I can't believe it's already been 2 years. It's hard to find some of that info. Everything, any older books beyond the 1949, once pharmaceuticals took over, most of these books have been destroyed. So, and you go to like libraries, if they exist in certain areas, it's hard to find any legit stuff. Does blood pressure meds lower potassium? They actually lower potassium a bit, but they don't actually conflict with your RBC potassium, but they actually, as a side effect, they actually cause high levels of lipoprotein and high levels of homocysteine. So that's why most people will never be able to fix their blood pressure with medications. I have high cholesterol. I take K2 with vitamin D3, magnesium instead. My doctor's recommendation. Yeah, 100%. The only thing is you could always add is niacin to prevent any oxidization, for example, if anything's being oxidized. What's the connection between anti-cholesterol pills and Alzheimer's? What are good sources of healthy cholesterol? Cholesterol, anything, cheeses have cholesterol, egg yolk have cholesterol, meat has cholesterol. Think of cholesterol as being an antioxidant, nothing to do with diseases. But Alzheimer's, keep in mind, 80% of your brain is made out of cholesterol. And cholesterol is actually what controls your hormones, controls the production of everything. And every cell in the body requires cholesterol to actually, for you to live. And the moment you actually start to steal that away, what's going to happen? You're going to become a vegetable. And seriously, you will become a vegetable if you actually reduce your cholesterol too low to a point where it's actually causing issues. I do take niacin as well. Oh, perfect. Are allergies related to a deficiency in the body? Yes. Allergies actually, most of the time that I've come across every patient for the past 15, 20 years, allergies has been coming from their intake of citric acid, because citric acid is actually made from corn, and it's usually mold, right? So they mold the product, and that's how they actually pull citric acid, and that's why we end up seeing high allergy reactions. So check all your food intakes that has citric acid, eliminate it from your body. Eliminate it from your house completely. And that's one major thing I would actually get rid of. What are you looking at, Duke? Who's down there? Who's there? What do you see? I don't see anything. Isn't citric acid crushed lemon leaves? No, it's not. Citric acid is actually the ones that you actually see in a lot of the, let's say, fermented stuff and food and all that stuff. That citric acid is actually made from corn, from mold. Carbonated water is bad if you're drinking it with food because it conflicts with your digestive juices, so it prevents you from actually absorbing your food correctly. Now, if you drink it on its own, it's fine. As a drink on its own, yes, away from food is fine, but with your food, you're gonna actually cause issues with your digestion. Hello, Maurice, what do you think about oregano oil? Oregano oil is good. There's like a whole book on oregano oil, how to use it and what to use it for. Antibacterial, antifungal. You can use it externally, you can use it actually internally for your chest, for your lungs, everything. I take MCT oil in the morning. Can I give it to 6-year-old? Yes, you could, but keep in mind, start very, very, very small, or else you're gonna cause like a soft stool effect, and you have to kind of cycle it. Don't over give too much because it does have an antibacterial, so it can kind of conflict a little bit with the digestion, a little bit if it's given too much. I bought some citric acid for cleaning. I will have to check it from if it's from corn. It is from corn. You're never gonna be able to find citric acid from like proper crushed lemons or anything like that. They will never sell it. It's way too expensive. How much NAC for you gotta take 1200 milligrams every 3 hours till you feel better. Duke, you ready? I'll take one more question and then I'm gonna go feed Duke, guys. One more questions and I'll have to go give Duke some food and maybe we'll come back tomorrow. Can I give 20-year-old too much probiotics? No, there's no such thing as too much probiotics. Your body knows how to utilize them. But probiotics are garbage. They don't actually work good. Most of the time when you get them from the shelf, they're already 50% dead. Citric acid and natural flavors are two of the biggest poisons in our food. 100%. 100%. It's funny, Jimmy, you said that. So the guy that sent me a sample for, probably, I don't know, he's watching right now, possibly. He sent me a message for, I sent him a message for the product for sleeping because it does have natural flavor, natural chocolate flavor. I'm like, can you tell me what's the natural flavor made out of? Do you have a certificate of analysis? Nothing. Usually he responds to the email within 24/7, is 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. It's been 4 days and he hasn't responded yet. So obviously something is hidden in that and he doesn't want to share it. So I'm not going to use the product. It's going to the garbage. So I hope he's listening right now because I was really hoping he would actually respond. Oh, Duke is right behind me. Where is Duke? Where is Duke? Where is Duke, guys? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is, big boy. Yeah, I need to come spend a month with you. You get educated. You got some spare bunk loan. 100%. Are you in Canada? Right now, if anybody is gonna come, they can stay in my trailer, the one on the bottom. But once at the end of the season, I'm gonna sell this trailer and actually build a little tiny house on the top as a getaway cabin. Yeah, if it says natural flavor or has citric acid, I won't touch it or feed it to my kids. 100%. That's like excitotoxins. That falls in the like MSG category. Bullshit. All that stuff is will kill you very, very slowly. So it's the same thing as seed oils. Seed oils and citric acid and MSG and natural flavor. All that stuff, guys, they just want to kill you. And they'll kill you a lot faster because now they know people are actually becoming very smart. Now they know that nobody's using much seed oils. People are actually reducing some of their fructose and corn syrups and all that stuff. It's like, well, how the hell do we get these people? We're gonna still make money. So now they actually have, instead of using MSG, they're using like natural flavors and all other hidden names, and they can get away with it. What do you feed Duke? Why do you feed Duke frozen food? How else do you feed them then? Frozen chicken and frozen meat. Sometimes if I'm cooking a piece of meat, I'll give him a piece because it smells so good for him. But he's down to only like 2 pieces of chicken. I've ordered turkey necks for him for the past 2 weeks and they haven't came in. It's been freaking 2 weeks. Funny how a lot of doctors are defending seed oil on TikTok lately. Oh, it's crazy. Seed oils are actually been used for like originally they were used for like well, the guy that actually did it in Canada, he's like, hey, let's make canola oil. It's supposed to be actually for the vehicle. Thoughts on ivermectin? I can't really answer that question, Whitetail, because I can get banned, but I'll just give you one little answer. I use it. Duck is excellent for dogs. Isn't seed oils were industrial oil organically? 100. You guys know that the margin oil, they're one molecule away from being plastic, and people still eat that crap. Most educational portion. Thanks, more. Cheers. Thank you. Enough said. Organically. I should start talking about these doctors and actually put their videos on the side here and talk about them, because everybody's talking, like you said, about seed oils and other things, and that stuff is like number one killer. But you know how else are gonna make money? They get you sick, you become sick, I'll start making money. Perfect. Perfect. Been using xylitol sugar, says on package made from corn. You say all corn are bad? Yeah, all corn are bad. They're all man-made. Xylitol, it was never made from corn. Should never be made from corn. You can actually get xylitol from birch trees. The doctors on TikTok seems they're getting paid off. Oh, 100% they are. 100%. Yes, my doc is allergy free from duck. Yeah, no, he eats chicken, he eats ducks. He doesn't have any allergies. I don't do any of the some people don't agree with me, but I don't do any of the vaccinations or anything for Duke. Nothing. The only thing is I would give him is ivermectin or sometimes the deworming kind of stuff. Well, it's the same thing almost. Most vegetables are man-made. All, yeah, all actually probably all, most of them, if not all of them, are actually man-made. It's funny, you know. You ask them, well, how the hell is you get oil from vegetables, right? Like, how the hell did they come up with that name? Just put the names of the seed, like the grape seeds and the other seeds they actually use are all heavily oxidized with omega-6, and you wonder why everybody's getting sick. The moment we get rid of all these oils from the body, the healthier the human body will become. And that's my neighbor's dog. I thought it was a deer. Hey, you. All vegetables today are sprayed with so much toxins, it's not worth it. How else they want to control you? How else they want? That's the only way they can control you. No, Duke, not going there. Don't jump the fence, please. He's trying to jump the fence. Yeah, you don't need any of that stuff in your body, guys. Seriously, if you can grow your own, 100% stick to it. If you can grow your own, don't buy anything from the stores anymore. Then you don't need to. Do you think some people feel weird during a full moon because of the activity of their parasites? 100%. And that would be like an ideal time to actually parasite cleanse your body with some black walnut and some oregano. Feed Duke before the neighbor's dog becomes a snack. Oh, he's going. Duke! Nope. He jumped it once. I'm surprised he did. Now he's not allowed to. That's why I'm watching him. Be good, buddy. How do you feel about iodine? Everybody's deficient in iodine. No, come here with me. Now. If you want to eat, you're not jumping the fence. I just took some on this past full moon and some cloves as well. Yeah, if you can get I left all my cloves in the city, but cloves would be really, really good with it. I was reading an article back from the 1930s. They actually would use heavy cayenne intake of 200,000 IU as well with black walnut to actually destroy the mother of parasites if a person has like a parasite issue. It's pretty interesting. Like if you guys ever want to read any like really good quality books, quality information, look for anything before the 1940s. If you guys can get your hands on some good quality books, look for anything before the 1940s, before the pharmaceuticals start to take over. And that's when you actually find some really good information out there. Iodine, yeah, you can get a little bit from eggs, but mostly seaweed, you're going to probably get the most. Wormwood, excellent. Yeah, my parents grew up on a farm and their parents dewormed all the kids every year. Yeah, we need it. Trust me. We'll lose, true. So if you guys ever come across any good books, you know, beyond the 1940s, let me know. I definitely, I'm trying to actually get a copy of every single book out there. Anything to do with like health and vitality and anything in specific. And that's how I actually got some information for rheumatoid arthritis. Did you know with rheumatoid arthritis, you can actually fix it by taking 250,000 IU of vitamin D3 for like 30 days? And yet, you know, if you go over like 5,000 or 6,000 IU, people they get worried so much. Duke, let's go eat. I'll go get you some food. Look, I tell him that, he comes right away. Humans are ignorant and they think the animals can get worms and parasites, but we wouldn't. Yeah, no kidding. We all get them. The same way they get, it's actually fulfilled in our food system, and they don't even know it. Right, Duke? Duke is here. Okay, we gotta go. Okay, guys, I gotta go put some food for Duke. So we can, does vitamins do help with dogs with arthritis? Oh, 100%. You know, the only reason your dog has arthritis is because you're feeding him oxalates. Guys, I do have to get going. I'll come back again tomorrow. In the meantime, you guys have any questions, please send them over. I'll try my best. But tomorrow is going to be a tough day because I'm going to be finishing all the installation, but I'm going to try to come and we can spend some time. I'm just going to go feed Duke, and I haven't worked out for like 5 days because I've been exhausted. So I have to get it done today. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening and stay healthy and stay away from all that man-made bullshit products, seriously. And if you guys have any questions, most of you guys have my WhatsApp number. Send me a message, more than happy to respond. Or if you need some immediate assistance with anything, please reach out anytime. You guys take care. Duke? Okay, we're gonna go get some food. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Yeah, we're going.